planned trip to Valencia was shortened as my flight was very delayed due to heavy air traffic over Europe, so I ended up having to prioritise what I really wanted to see and experience. Here's my suggestion of how to spend 24 hours in Valencia. My goal was to see a bit of the old town, visit the beach and finish up at the City of Arts and Sciences. The day started in the old town with breakfast, near where I had booked accommodation, and so it was within a short walk of the Valencia Cathedral. The cathedral is actually called the Basilica of the Assumption of Our Lady of Valencia. It took hundreds of years to build as it was built between the 13th and the 15th centuries. The main style of the cathedral is Gothic, but there are other architectural elements as well, and it's quite stunning. There are side chapels around the cathedral and they go right around the back of the altar. Also at the back of the altar is a holy relic. Catholics, especially European Catholics, have a veneration for relics, basically body parts of saints. The one in the Valencia Cathedral is part of the arm bone of Saint Vincent the Martyr, the patron saint of Valencia. The main thing that the cathedral is famous for can be found in another side chapel, and that is the Holy Chalice, the cup that Jesus used at the Last Supper. After exiting from the cathedral, it was off to the metro station. Along the way, I passed by the Porta de la Mar, which I thought was an old gate to the city, but it's actually a memorial to those who died during the Spanish Civil War in the 1930s. It's on the site of the old sea gate, which was demolished in the 19th century. The metro stop I was heading towards was in the dry riverbed of the Turia River. There were serious floods during the 1960s and it was decided to divert the river around the city in 1969. The riverbed was then converted to a linear park. This park near the Alameda metro stop was a large concrete area where people came to skateboard and ride their bikes. It's a fairly easy metro trip to the end of the line and then onto a tram which would take you to the beach. I'd bought a 2-day travel card at the airport on the previous day. The beach area was absolutely fabulous. I was expecting a small strip of sand and then some water, but the beach is huge. There were areas where you could hire beach lounges and umbrellas. There were also public toilets with varying degrees of cleanliness, but they were free. I planned to come back to Valencia for a longer trip and spend a day or two just at the beach. Not having brought a swimsuit and being short of time, I just walked through the water from one part of the beach to the main area with assorted restaurants and found one for lunch. They all basically offered set menus which were quite good value. The next area I wanted to see was the City of Arts and Sciences. I just loved the architecture of those buildings. The area didn't disappoint. The first part that I came across was actually the newest part, the Sud de l'Or Bridge, which was built in 2008, and the Lagora event space from 2010. The Science Museum, or to give it its full name, the Museo de las Ciencias Príncipe Felipe, resembles the skeleton of a whale and was built in 2000. I love the water area where people are just travelling around in what I'm assuming are electric wave boards. The first building to be completed was l'Hemisphérique, which is meant to resemble a giant eye. Let's look at it a certain way. It houses an IMAX theatre and a planetarium and was completed in 1998. From the City of Arts and Sciences, I was able to walk through the Turia Park area. In contrast to the concrete area I first saw, this part was heavily wooded and very much cooler. The park took me back to the old town and the hotel. The buildings in the old town are lovely, and I would like to return to Valencia not just to spend more time at the beach, but also to explore the old town and enjoy what it has to offer. If you like my videos, please like, comment and subscribe and see where else in this big wide world I take you to.